2.5-year-old Louisa Lort-Phillips has cerebral palsy, meaning she is not able to attend a mainstream nursery. After the closure of Siward Road Specialist Nursery in July, Louisa has been unable to gain a full-time place at Greenmead School, the only nursery suitable to her needs.
When we went to look around Greenmead, first off we were amazed by the environment. It's a fantastic school and the headmistress herself is amazing. We had no reason to think that a space wouldn't be available for her, not only because there is physical space, but also because when we discussed the closure of Siward Road and I rang the council to express my concerns about it, we were told very specifically that no children would lose out. Here we are further down the line and Louisa doesn't have a place because the funding hasn't been made available, despite the fact that there were assurances that it would be. So at the council meeting there was a lot of talk about inclusion, which is a very noble aim for children who actually are able to be included, but for children who are at the more severe end of the disability spectrum, it's not necessarily a priority that works for them. We would love nothing more than for Louisa, and I'm sure the parents of the other families would love nothing more than for their children to be able to be included in a mainstream nursery at this stage. But it simply isn't a safe environment for them, and inclusion as a mantra that takes priority over everything else actually leads to exclusion for the children concerned. What I'd like the council to do in response to this situation is to recognise that as a result of closing Siward Road, they've lost 8 places and they have a legal responsibility for children like Louisa, for example, who are receiving disability living allowance. They have a legal obligation to provide a suitable place for her. In our mind, the only suitable place is Greenmead. This has been backed up by professionals as well. As a result of closing Siward Road, there are now less places for children with severe special needs, and they need to move away from a blanket desire for inclusion and recognise that actually it's providing the right places for children that matters, not just providing inclusion at all costs.
A council spokesperson said Wandsworth's extensive network of special needs provision supported children across the borough and in other boroughs, and added they were in constant and ongoing dialogue with the parents to ensure Louisa receives the best possible care and support.